Funky stuff. Funky stuff. Funky stuff.
Respect your new amount of black. This is let me go ahead. Yeah, thank you for for putting up the trigger warning. Right, this right here is going to be one of these stories. As you can see by the title, it's gonna be kind of crazy. And my laptop is acting crazy right now. I tried to do. I'm trying to go live from my laptop, but I'm going live from my phone right now until it start acting right. Okay. As you can tell by the title, it's gonna be something heartbreaking. It's 2024, 2023, and some stuff is still going on that you thought it would be over, but it's not. It's not. So I'm gonna just go ahead and say this right here. Like I said, my laptop is acting crazy. Don't want to act right. I don't know what's going on, but it is what it is. I'm just gonna do what I gotta do. Just hope it come on sometime soon so I can use one device for one thing, another device for another thing. But guess what? We're gonna make it do what it do. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Give me a few minutes. Give me a few minutes. Give me a few minutes. So I get in the studio. How sounding right now? How sounding right now? Okay, I'm gonna get on with the story right quick. Okay, whatever I tell you that some people, what would I tell you that is some people, some couple adopted some children. Respect Shawana Williams adopted some children, right? In West Virginia. in West Virginia. And how they was living. I ain't talking about the adults. I'm talking about the kids. See, I was planning on doing something else tonight, but I decided this got to be said and it got to be heard. I'm gonna give you this. I'm gonna give you the story right now. I'm gonna give you the story. It's horrifying. A West Virginia judge revoked bond a white couple who reportedly kept their black adopted children locked in shed in despicable condition with no water, lights, or food. Yes, I said that right. They locked a white couple, adopted some black kids, locked them up in the shed in despicable condition with no water, light, or food. He revoked the initial to $500,000 apiece, more than double the amount they faced last year when police arrested the pair on slaves. How in the world? How in the world you gonna get them bond? How? Come on. Okay, they gave him bond. Donald Ray led 6'3", and Jenny Ann K. Whitefelder, 6'2", both are Simpsonville, were ordered to appear in the county court on June 11th, more than 8 months after each posted a $200,000 bond following their arrest in October. Both of them had to post a $200,000 bond. That's $40,000 together, or $400,000, right? And the police conducted a wellness check at the Cheyenne Lane home where she discovered two of the couple found adopted children living in deplorable condition. Padlocked inside a ramshackle storage shed on the back of the property, which had no water. Come on now, what that sound like? Sound like slavery? Abused children were identified as only as a 14-year-old boy and a 16-year-old girl. The third child identified as a 9-year-old girl was confined to a loft acres, set bond at $200,000 each. Like I said, I wouldn't have gave him a bond. You found them in this boardable was where they were living. You gave them dollar bond and they posted it, and they posted that bond. The couple made bail in February and they were come on. They remained free for several months, but in May, a grand jury indicted the couple on more than a dozen new charges. The most serious being human trafficking of a minor child, when property judge revoked the lower bond, ordering the couple held in lien of $1 million. Let me read that again. See,
$200,000 bond apiece, right? And the most serious charges being human trafficking of a minor child. So sad right there. But then they had $1,000 apiece because of the serious charge of human trafficking of a minor. Then, along with the human trafficking, neglect with serious risk of bodily injury or death, Judge Akins told the defense attorney during the second bond hearing, the upgraded charges include alleged use of a child neglect, creating a substantial risk of potential civil rights violation based on color, race, or ancestry, according to court documents. Now, what y'all think about that one? What y'all think about that? Should they have been granted bond the first time? Them children should have been taken away from them folks. Got to them living in a shed with a padlock on there with no water or lights. The indictment suggests that 3 of the 5 adopted children were Black and that the human rights charges stem from those race. Okay. A small toilet seat tore from an RV was placed in a barn for the children to share with whenever they had to go to the bathroom, police said. This is terrible. Look at the condition these Black children was in when they was adopted by the white couple. Mind you, this is rural West Virginia. During the second bond hearing, Whitefelder explained that the barn where the children were found was a teenage clubhouse. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. And maintained that the children were not actually locked inside. Okay, they weren't locked inside, but a padlock was on the door. Come on now. But neighbors disputed this claim, saying that children were forced to perform farm labor and were not permitted inside the residence. The indictment states, what that sound like to y'all? Don't it sound like slavery back in the day? Don't it sound like slavery, hard labor, go out there to plow the fields and all that stuff? Boy, these children are going to need some help. These children are going to need some help. When rescued, the 60-year-old girl informed deputies that they had been locked in the barn for approximately 12 hours and had last eaten around sunrise. According to Burnett, the children locked inside could not exit the shed and definitely had to force themselves into the shed. Hold up. One of the adults said there was a clubhouse, whatever, playhouse, but if it was, why the deputy had to force their way in? Come on now. Deputy H.K. Burnett entered the shed and they immediately noticed a disturbing smell and a wave of heat due to the lack of circulating air. Both children appeared feral and dirty, reeking of body odor, while the boy had open sores on his bare feet, according to court papers. Respect diamond shooter. The children told the investigator they were forced to sleep on a bare concrete floor with no mattress or covers. Come on now. Modern day slavery. Look how they did them children. Look how they did them kids. Talk about that what they play house. But you out there got them doing farm work. They weren't permitted to come upstairs in a loft. They let any old body adopt kids. That's the only reason they adopted them children, so they do manual labor like they were back in the like they were doing our ancestors back then. Police remained at the house for 3 hours before Lutz arrived home with an 11-year-old boy. When authorities checked the home for other potential victims, they found the 9-year-old hauled up in the loft, and Lutz was placed under arrest. About an hour later, Whitefelder returned home and guided Devin to another 6-year-old girl who was visiting with another couple from their church. Now you want to bring a church into it. They want to bring a church into it. Church don't have nothing to do with it. See, I keep telling y'all, going to the church building, the devils are always in the church. That's what most majority of the devils are, in the church buildings. Now look at here. These two white couple adopted 3 out of 5 children they adopted was black. I bet some of them people in the church, they say, oh, they didn't do that. Oh, they didn't do that. Oh, no, they were just, they were going right along with the program with a couple. During the last bond hearing, the county prosecutor argued that the couple original cash bond was likely attained through trafficking profit, pointing to the fact the couple produced $400,000 bond despite a lack of obvious means to do so. I tend to agree with the prosecutor on this one. At the same proceeding, Lewis and Whitefeather claimed they possessed no income or assets, raising question about the source of the funds for their bond. Again, that was human trafficking. They were trapping them, the 14-year-old, 16-year-old, and 9-year-old. Trafficking them to do hard labor at some of their friend's house that was down with the party. Stop me if I'm wrong. If this don't make you mad, what's going on in 2023 and 2024? This was going on right under people's noses, and they don't see it. See, all the way them kids got rescued, the neighbor called on them. Their neighbor for doing that. The assistant prosecutor, Attorney Christopher, I can't pronounce his last name, categorized the money posted for the couple release as contraband, directly and indirectly used or intended to use to violate human trafficking laws. Human trafficking law. What about civil rights? What about using them kids as slaves? In early February, the couple sold an 80-acre ranch in Washington for $725,000. And days later, Whitefeather brother Marcus Hughes posted 2 bonds for $200,000 to release the couple from South Central Regional Jail. They since sold the house. They were for $295,000. All their funds have been seized by the court as potential profit from human trafficking, rendering them inaccessible to the defendant. They should have did that in the first place. They should have did that in the first place. Akins prosecutor ordered that even if the bond money came from legitimate sources, its use was intended to further human trafficking and forced labor operation. I got to agree with the prosecution on this one. I got to agree with him on that one. Akins also remarked that the case was unlike any other she had heard during her entire career as a judge. It's alleged human trafficking, human rights, the use of force, Akins said, according to the report. Human rights violations specific to the fact that these children was targeted, used basically as slaves for what the indictment alleges. There ain't no alleges in it. If you got 2 black kids, girl and boy, locked in a shed, that's how they was treated back in the slavery day. Then you got one in a doggone law, especially if they weren't permitted into the house. Both Lutz and Whitefeather pled not guilty to the new charges in the indictment. However, they remain in jail and they have been unable to meet the high bond amount. Of course, hey, they froze all their goddamn account what they had. The next court appearance is scheduled for September 9th. You heard in the testimony about what these children were going through, and it's horrifying and despicable. The assistant prosecutor attorney Derek said, there's no other way to describe it. What other way can you describe it? How the other way can you describe it? How can this happen in 2024? How can an adoption agency let that happen? They played a good couple. Oh, we're a good couple. We nice. And we can afford to take care of them. Yeah, afford to take care of them because who would traffic them, use them as slaves where they go in the field, and probably who would traffic them and lend them out for some money. See, some stuff happens right on our doggone noses, and we don't see it. Or we see it, but we don't say nothing. What if you would have saw that? That was your neighbor. Would you say something? When you said something, I sure would have. I don't care if the neighbor got mad at me or not. I would have said something. Got these kids walking sores and no one else to tell them what else is wrong with them children. See, I'm like this right here. You got to go vet the foster parents, the adoptive parents. This is what should happen. The adoption agency that lets these folks adopt these kids should go check on them to make sure these kids are in good condition. They should go over their house unannounced and check on them children. Because you sure will catch them in a bind. You sure will catch them doing something they ain't supposed to be doing. So I don't understand how they got that $200,000 bond the first time when the court system knew about it. Like I said, the court system is not made for Black people. Because honestly, it looked like they were made for kids, protecting the children. Because the court system is supposed to have protected the children the first time. They should have gave them a bond, not a bond the first time. When they gave them the bond the first time, they should have took the children out of that doggone home. See, because the court system failed them kids. The court system failed them kids. The court system failed them kids. I told you we got to protect our children from anybody and everybody because it is crazy. It's 2023, 2024, and this is still going on to the young people. Some people have foster kids to make them do God work, do this, to do that. But you got to teach them kids how to be self-independent, to do things the right way. You got to teach them. You don't lock them up in sheds. You don't put them in no loft. You don't keep them kids for each other. You don't keep them kids for their own siblings. So what should we do about it? How should we go about getting them folks, the adoptive parents? How should anybody be held accountable? Should they had any bond? Should the judge protect their children? Should their children be taken out of their home? See, I just want to bring this to y'all attention today. That this stuff is still going on. It's still going on. It's going on around us. We got to protect the children. I wish I would have known who that neighbor was. Thank you for calling them folks or them people for having their children locked up and put in the loft. with a bare feet. It's bad when the police say when they went in there, it smelled like body odor and all that in there. And think October, February, now to now, guess what? It's hot. Guess what? That boy is smelled. Just what I would. Hey, I would love to do this. Put both of their butt in that shed for a whole bunch of days without food or water. And she said, and that girl said that it was they haven't eaten they haven't eaten nothing for 12 hours since sunrise. That's a shame. That's a doggone shame. That's a shame. Who protected them children? How are we going to protect them children? But I tell you, they should have froze their assets the first time. Human trafficking, slavery, everything, everything was going on. And guess what? Them kids gonna have to need therapy for the rest of their life. Then on top of that, how they gonna be able to trust white people? Another thing, how they gonna have to be able to trust anybody? How they gonna be able to trust anybody? Do you blame them? I sure don't. I don't blame them one bit for not trusting adults. I don't blame them one bit for not trusting white people. I don't blame them one bit for not trusting anybody. Them and Dr. Perry supposed to love them kids. Them and Dr. Perry did not love them kids. I'm finna get ready to get out of here. This was gonna be a short live. But I'm gonna talk about it. Go look. It's sad to do that. But how? I'm getting ready to log off. I'm getting ready to sign on. I wasn't gonna be on long. I wasn't gonna be on long. I said what I had to say, and I said it. And I will be back tomorrow. This is just part one of it. I might go a little live a little early. I might do it from my phone. And I want to put it away. This is what I want you to do. Think about what I talked about. Think about what I talked about. And when I drop the link tomorrow, I want somebody to come up here. Somebody who want to come up here and share their opinion on that situation. We got to protect the children. If we don't protect them, who will? Because guess what? Them folks showed that. Like I always say, love and respect yourself. Because if you love and respect yourself, you see through all the BS. How can we as humans, as adults, not say nothing the first time? But tomorrow, I want anybody to hit the link who got watched the replay or saw this live, I want y'all opinion on this tomorrow. I want y'all opinion on this tomorrow. I want y'all opinion on this tomorrow. And it's sad. This is still going on in 2024. It's sad, ain't it? It's sad, ain't it? I know it's sad. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. About to go. So hold on. Who don't came in here? Because I might, all depends what time I leave tomorrow. I will be dropping the link. I will share it in the group chat. I will share it in the group chat. I'm see what I'm talking about. Peace.